Top tools that scale modelers use here. I just grabbed a load of crap and thought I'd just do a video on tools that you would use as a scale modeler, and or top tools that I would use. It's all here in this pile here. I suppose I better sort it out a little bit. So I think that's everything I'm going to be using. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Roughly 10. Anyway, hi, it's Moz here. Thought I'd do this. These are interesting little tools, isn't it? You know, let's start off with the basics, shall we? Removing parts from the sprue. You know, moving parts. Sprue cutters are weapons of choice when it comes to scale modelling, obviously. More expensive ones you get, God hands, etc. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be absolutely perfect, because at the end of the day, it's what feels good in your hands and how you want to cut sprue, the parts of sprues even. Now, I personally originally started with these ones here, which are the Plato ones, which are Amazon favourites. You know, they cost a couple of quid. By the way, I'll link everything here, where I get everything, in the description below. All right, so there's nothing funny in about. So yeah, these Plato ones off Amazon, yeah, they're good. They handle quite well. So I use them first. I do have a pair of Citadel ones, but my latest ones are these. I absolutely love these Volcan sprue cutters, available on Amazon. These are absolutely stunning, very, very good. A little bit of sprue here, cut that. Watch, ready? Oh, just hear it, can't you? You know, they are absolutely sublime. You know, they cut really, really well. So, start off with sprue cutters. Number one, knives. Now, you can go through all sorts of knives. I wish I got these from a scale model show in Avon. Avon's, I can't remember what the place is, but I wish I bought 2 of these. No, it wasn't Avon, it was Yeovil. I get it wrong. It was Yeovil Model Show last year. I wish I picked up 2 of these. This here is my favourite knife, okay? It's not cold. It's got control. It doesn't slip in your hands. It is lovely. This is another one that I use. It uses the same knife, but it's you know, I pick it up sometimes and just use it, you know, when I've got it there. It's easily done. I love these because it's just a slip in between the grooves there, screw it in and screw it tight and you're done. Same with this one here. You unscrew it and you just slot the knife in perfectly. And I just love the rubber. I love rubber. See, I haven't used for old school for me was the Swan Mortons. I think these are just a copy of this one. I used to use these definitely, but nowadays I like a tubular grip, not a flat grip. So I've moved on to these. So that's number 2, is the scale model knife. Let's move on to tweezers. Now, you can get all sorts of tweezers. I particularly like these. These are called reverse action. So basically, once you pick it up, you can, the part up or whatever it is up, you can just not put any pressure on it. It's there. It's stuck in position. These are really, really handy, especially if you're cutting really, really small parts off sprue. Like saying you're doing exhaust on a car. It's got like a long bit. Just put that on there like so, and it will just give it some more strength while you cut. I don't use these very often, to be honest. These are the bent ones. I've got some straight ones somewhere, but I can't see them. I mean, that's obviously when I'm trying to do a video. If you get straight ones, they're good. These ones are Mr. Tools ones. These are quite nice. They are expensive, and it's very rare you get them in this country. I've seen them on other YouTube channels, that's why I got them. But yeah, they've got like a bevel edge to them. Can you see that? They're not always perfect. They don't always give a good grip when you're putting stuff away, but they're handy because of the bevel edgeness. You can get in tight into corners and stuff, but they're good. Also, I picked these up recently. This is a small set, you know, it's from basically a women's makeup range called Rykins. And also these ones here are the ones that I did a review on these as well. I think this is a perfect set for the scale modeler. You know, these are lethal. They are so sharp, but every single one of these serves a purpose no matter what you're doing. Whoops, put that back on there. Serves a purpose. Okay, I love these. These are good for decals, just removing decals. These are even more, these are for the fatter decals. These are quite good as well, so if you want to hold the paperwork in water, you know, these are good. This is good shit, like, you know, this is a good set. Number 4, pin vise. You know, I've got a whole selection of these hanging around. I even have my own box. This is a box which has all the drills, and that should say punches. Where the end goes, I must have done it drunk the night, but I keep a lot of drill bits here and extra pieces here for when I want to use my pin vise. They are really handy to use. So if you need to drill holes and stuff, it's good to have that in your arsenal. Number 5, the paintbrushes. Now I always keep a selection of paintbrushes, you know, because that's what, you know, to do all the little parts and stuff. Paintbrushes are really handy to have. I got these for £2.99 from my favourite store at the moment, which is Home Sense, I think it's called. Yeah, Home Sense. It's like, it's basically TK Maxx, but it's things like your home, you know. For instance, I wanted one of these spinner tables, you know, that, you know, you can spin stuff on. You know, they're £3.99 there, you know, reduced from £7.49, it's the RRP. But yeah, it's called Home Sense. It's like TK Maxx, but for homeware and stuff. It's pretty good. And whoops, they had these paintbrushes there, which were pretty good. And also these ones here, these ones are from Humbrol. You can't beat Humbrol. My favourite Humbrol brushes, obviously, are the flat brushes that they do. I love these. I think these are absolutely brilliant. I use them for you know, putting paint into the airbrush, and if you're doing like a big area, nice and flat, yeah, these are perfect for that kind of job. So that's number, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's number 5. Files, always handy to have files around. I'm going to put these in, you know, because sometimes you get like quite fat stubs, and these are really good just to take off an edge, like, you know, without ruining your sanding pads. I think these are quite good actually to have. So files, sanding pads, let's go on to these. There's all sorts, you know. I'm a big Flory fan. I've got a lot of Flory ones. I picked these up from China. They're super fine ones, you know, just because I wanted some big ones. I got these from Home Bargains, you know, dead cheap. In fact, I'll take you over a complete drawer of all the sanding sticks, sanding pads, sanding stuff that I use. I always keep sanding pads because I buy them in bulk because it's cheaper. And these are all my Flory model ones there, which is my weathering and polishing set. You know, he's worth looking at on his website if you want some decent sanding sticks. Okay, I've lost count now, so excuse me on this one. Cocktail sticks are very handy, especially if you want to paint stuff with, or use it to apply paint, to apply glue. These are fantastic. As you can see, that I've actually taped mine together. I drilled a hole in the top because all I got to do then is give it a little run like that, and one comes out easy peasy. I do it to all of the cocktail sticks. Like this one here as well is another one. This one actually came with a lid with a hole there, so you just got to tip it out and out comes one cocktail stick. It's easier than having to open it up, take one of them. Putting this back on is like Krypton factor, isn't it? Trying to put that back on, so that's them done. Also, if you want to stir paint or you want something for spraying small parts, I nick these from McDonald's. They're coffee stirrers. They are perfect. I actually cut them in half, like so. And I put a bit of blue tack on the edge here. Blue tack. So get a bit of blue tack off the edge. Bit of blue tack on the end there. And then put your part on there and then just paint it and whatever. I think these are brilliant. And you can stir paint with them as well. Get your old paint out. Give them a good stir. This is good for stirring paint. They're brilliant. They're fantastic. And they're free from McDonald's. I go in and I get a handful at a time, as you can see. McDonald's down the road. They wonder why they're always out. But yeah, I grab a load of them because they are pretty handy to have. Excellent for them. Clamps. Okay, clamps are brilliant. For when you want to keep parts together without holding them. So if you're gluing up wings and stuff. Oh, there's two types of clamp. There are these ones. Rev will do a set of these. Rev are good ones, by the way. You can pick these up cheap, but you'll just make sure there's a rubbery feel to them, because if they're like solid, like these ones here, I think these are the cheap ones. This is like real hard plastic, and and so it slips off plastic. But when you've got some of a little bit of rubber to it, like a softness to it, that's the ones you want. Obviously, these ones here as well. These I got these off Amazon. I will link all this in the description, so in the thing. So yeah, got them done as well. And also, I like Tamiya masking tape. But it's the dispensers I like. I like a good dispenser. So if you do have masking tape, it's, get one of these as well. Big ones, these are good for just pulling off the right amount of masking tape. Actually, I've got the triple whammy here, which I got from Ultimate Products, I think it's called. If I can pull this off, there you go. Ultimate Products is the one that I use. I've got all three sizes in there. Comes with the pin. Take the pin out, and then you can replace the tape that's inside. I put a massive lump of blue tack or white tack on the bottom, so it sticks it to the bench, because if you try and pull this, it will slide across the bench. So I just put a massive chunk of blue tack underneath, and it then sticks to the bench, and I don't have to worry about it moving. There you go, stuck on the bench now. If I pull that over there, you can see that ain't going to move. I do it to all of my items, especially this one here, which is my Tamiya cement and my Michael. So always get a holder for Mike, because these fuckers, they're so tall, they tipped over many times. So and this is all held down with this is by Bulldog Models, but I've actually held this down with white tack as well, just to keep it in position so it doesn't move. And I think that's all the tools that I'm going to talk about today. So apart from scissors, always use good scissors. These are, there you go, Rapisco, I think that's how you say it. I bought the 3-pack, so you get large, medium and small, and these are really sharp. These are really good for cutting all those things you need to cut. So that's just a quick look at some of the tools. Now I've got to put all these back. And that's the video for today. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, click like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Ring that bell, select all, and you'll be notified when I release a new video. And remember, to subscribe to the channel is free. But if you want to spend a bit of money and become a channel member and be part of the Moz Models family, like these people I'm showing on the screen now, there is a join button there, and membership starts from $1.99. If you've not seen any of my previous videos, I will link to my last video here and a playlist of my videos here. Bonus content, always get these are brilliant. Now I've moved away from the plastic ones, you can't buy them anyway now, but I've been using the bamboo ones for a few years now, and these are good for mopping up crap, and if you want to dab something, especially when you're putting down decals using this. So that's a bonus one there. So these, if you have all this, you're going to be able to build a really good model kit.